Alright, I want to show you the gap fill strategy today. See, we got long here at the open. It was a small gap down from the previous day's close. Buy one at 12.33. The profit target is at 12.37. This also went in the gap fill combo strategy, which is here. I've got these lined out in my workspace. Gap fill 1, gap fill 2, gap fill combo, and then to the right of that I have gap fill rank, and then at the bottom row I have my gap continuation strategies from the book. There's 3 of those, and I wanted to show you this here. It has a 4-point profit target, so waiting for this to get filled. It is close to getting filled. We're 1 point away. We've had a rally up the bottom. We had the Philly Fed Index come in here. Good support point would be the fact that it took out the previous day's lows, and I was watching this in real time. 1227.50. That's a good point to buy. The market uses those numbers, the 1227.50s, the 1232.50s. Those are some numbers that the market looks at. But a good entry point that I was looking at in real time from just a support and resistance is the previous day, somewhere between the previous day's lows and the 1225 area, because every 25 points can also be a significant point of support or resistance. So we're looking at this strategy here, waiting for it to get filled. 3/4 of a point away. We have a high of 1236.50, so half a point away from the high from getting this filled on this gap fill strategy. It's been a very strong strategy. Look at the last. This is what it's been doing for the last. It's set up for 6 months. And since this looks at 100 bars back for part of the strategy, and it has daily charts as data too, so you're only going to see a couple of months worth of results. So the last 8 out of the last 9 trades have been winners. Huge profit factor, 88.89% profitable, $122.22 average profit per trade. Just 9 trades though. Have more performance on my website and in the book, and we're just waiting for this to get filled. Also, the Cobras are long. We got long on Cobra 4, I believe. Let's see. Let's look at this here. Yeah, as you can see here, Cobra 4 got long down here. Cobra 5 got long over here as well in the E-mini S&P. E-mini Russell we got long. Cobra 3s don't trade until the afternoon, so they're still flat. And so there'd have to be a pullback in the afternoon for those to get in. But looks like the gap fills. Still waiting for the gap fills to get ready to get filled. I wanted to show you that in real time. And I wanted to show you the Cobras. The mid cap is also long. If you look at that on Cobra 4, here we are on the gaps. See if it gets filled. Half a point away. One thing you can do on this strategy, one thing you can do on reducing your slippage on some of these strategies on profit targets is to set your limits 1/4 of a point lower than the actual fill price. So if you've got a fill price, if you have a 4-point profit target for this, make it 3.75 points. So instead of making your profit target $200, which is 4-point E-mini S&P, you can make it 187.50, and then you can require that to get filled, and so you will never get more than 1/4 of a point slippage, and that can be more beneficial than something like the E-mini Russell. If you design a strategy in the E-mini Russell with, say, a $500 profit target, you might get a few ticks of slippage if you cancel and replace that at the market. But if you make the profit target $490 and require it to get filled, once it hits that $500, you're going to be filled at your limit price, and you'll only get 1 tick slippage, a synthetic slippage. You wouldn't really get slipped. You'd be filled at the price you wanted, $490. But if you have a $500 profit target and you cancel and replace at the market, you will get a few ticks of slippage many times. So I want to pause this and take a look at it again as it gets filled later on. Alright, here we are again, 1/4 of a point away. The offer is at 1236.75. 1236.50 bid. Uh, Looking to get filled at 1237. You'll see the arrows activate the strategy. You get a blue arrow for the long, red arrow for shorts for those that are not familiar with TradeStation. And when you're filled, you get a white arrow on the exit that you'll see here shortly when this gets filled, if it gets filled. So looks like we're having a little bit of resistance in this area. Yesterday there was some resistance in this 1237 area, um, but hit 1237 yesterday, so 1237.50 could be a strong resistance number, just based on point value, psychological point values. Those 37.50s and 27.50s can be okay. So there we got it. We got the profit target. Got the profit target on the combo strategy, same as yesterday. Took a dip, took a lowest. Got in at 12.33. The low on the day was 12.27.50. So you had some. You had about 5.5 points against you. Went against you $275, and but we got out with a $200 profit target, and the high of the day is 12.37. Looks like it's 12.37 still. So if you cancel it and replace it the market, you would have gotten some slippage. Let me see, where's the high of the day? The high of the day is 12.37. If you're still waiting for that limit to get filled, you would still be waiting for that limit to get filled until it hit 12. It could probably get filled right now. I like to cancel and replace it at the market and take that extra point of slippage. So you end up getting 187.50 plus commission. So on the entry, also we got long at 12.33, and that was the high. So you would not get any slippage on that. You might get filled at a lower price depending on your delay in the market. So that is the gap fill strategy. That's the video I wanted to share with you. And if you have not gotten the book yet, you should get it and check out these strategies.